Hello everyone, in this PPT we will be seeing about fish preservation and processing in India. The first one is drying fish. Drying involves removal of water content from the fish body. Generally, two terms are now being commonly used in drying of fish. They are sun drying and dehydration. These two methods of preserving fish are almost similar but with little differences. In sun drying, this process is carried out by exposing target fish directly under the sun. This is usually done in the open air using solar energy to evaporate the water content in the fish. Natural air carried is passed away the evaporated water from fish body. Freezing fish. This is the simplest, most convenient, and most highly recommended method of fish preservation. A good quality frozen product requires the following: careful handling of the fish after catching, wrapping material or method that is airtight and prevents freezer burn and the development of undesirable flavors. A freezer storage temperature of 0 degree Fahrenheit or lower. To freeze, one should remove the guts thoroughly and clean the fish soon after catching. Prepare the fish as you would use for table. Cut large fish into steaks or fillets. Freeze small fish whole. Wrap the fish in heavy duty freezer bags. Separate layers of fish with two thicknesses of packaging material for easier thawing. Store at 0 degree Fahrenheit or lower. When ready to use, thaw in refrigerator. Smoking fish. Smoking has long been used as means of temporarily preserving fish. The steps in the smoking process are necessary not only for safe preservation but also to produce good flavor and aroma. Carp, suckers, buffalo, catfish, salmon, trout, and chubs may be successfully smoked. A safe, high quality product can be produced using the following brining and smoking procedures. Certain steps in the brining and smoking procedures require careful attention. Brining. Use correct amount of salt in the brine. Use enough brine for a given amount of fish. The temperature during brining must not be higher than 40 degree Fahrenheit. Use similar kinds of fish in the brine. Smoking. There should be uniform heat treatment of all fish in the smoking chamber. Use freshly caught dressed fish, whole or filtered. Wash fish thoroughly. And dryers. Dryers are devices used to dry fish under controlled environment. A variety of dryers are used for drying fish. Example: cabinet dryer, kiln dryer, tunnel dryer, spray dryer, solar tent dryer, etc. Preservation is essential for extra catches considering the economic and other conditions of dry fish farmers and existing facilities and weather of the country. India, Bangladesh, sun drying of fish is considered best way to preserve fish. But dry fish farmers need financial support and training on basic knowledge of scientific drying process. Disadvantages of sun drying. The major problem of sun drying is efficiency and quality of final product remain at the mercy of nature. In proper sun drying, dried product suffers from many disadvantages. Shelf life of the final product is too long and poor quality final product is produced in most cases. Pickling. Pickling is an easy method of preserving fish. Pickled fish must be stored in the refrigerator and no higher than 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and for best flavor must be used within 4 to 6 weeks. Only a few species of fish are preserved commercially by pickling, but almost any type of fish can be pickled at home. Canning fish. Glass-like crystals of magnesium ammonium sulfate sometimes form in canned salmon. There is no way for the home canner to prevent these crystals from forming, but they usually dissolve when treated and are safe to eat. Clean the gut within 2 hours after catching. Keep clean fish on ice until ready to can. Remove head, tail, fins, and scales. Wash and remove all blood. Canning fish. Fish is a low acid food and can be processed safely only at temperature reached in a pressure canner. Failure to heat processed fish at 240 degree Fahrenheit or higher may allow spores of dangerous heat-resistant bacteria, Clostridium botulinum, to survive, germinate, and grow. The poison produced by botulinum bacteria causes botulism, a deadly food poisoning. The addition of small amount of vinegar or packing fish in tomato juice or tomato paste does not remove the requirement for heat processing fish in a pressure canner. Use standard heat-tempered canning jars. Wide mouth pint jars will be easier to fill. The images Shown are smoked fish and drying of fish in sun. All these things. And drying of fish. Several preservation methods are followed all over the world for preserving fish. Aim of all these methods is same to extend the shelf life of fish so that the fish can be used in future properly. One of these methods is drying, which is the oldest known method of preserving perishable food items including fish. In Bangladesh, India, sun drying is the most widely used method of food preservation. This method is also considered as least expensive method of preservation. Dehydration. Dehydration is almost same as sun drying except that is the process is practiced under controlled operation parameters like air temperature, relative humidity, air velocity, etc. Common practice is to dry fish in an enclosure provided with facilities to control these parameters. Japanese equipment technology and Japan scale type hot blast techniques are more commonly used. Low temperature dehydration and drying room. The International Advanced Low Temperature Dehydration Drying Machine mainly for processing of dry sea cucumber and other bee aquatic products such as holothurian, abalone, carp, seasoned squid, fish, dried shrimp, etc. Thank you for listening to PPT.